Today I want to talk about dream guides. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot, it's me Matt here, and today I'm discussing dream guides. A lot of people have asked me what is a dream guide, do dream guides exist, and how can I meet a dream guide? Well, it's important to realise what dream characters themselves are. Dream characters themselves are a thing called a thought form. A lot of people don't realise what a thought form is, so to put it simply, a thought form is like a program that is executing itself in your own mind. So when you encounter a dream character in a dream, you are not consciously controlling them all of the time. You can do if you would like to do that, but usually you encounter them as if they were a separate entity to you. That's why dreams can often feel very, very real, because it feels like you're interacting with real people a lot of the time. Now sometimes they behave weirdly, but even when they do that, they are still acting of their own accord, at least seemingly. Now what's really happening is they're being processed by your subconscious. Your subconscious is creating everything they do, so you do actually have control over them, you just don't realise it. But this is how a thought form works. A thought form appears to act separately from your thoughts, because it acts based on your subconscious and you're not consciously controlling it all the time, but at the same time you can take conscious control of it. So a dream guide is just another kind of thought form. It is a persistent thought form that you can meet time and time again. So you can encounter one just by being in a dream and encountering some kind of persistent thought form that is already there based on your own subconscious, or you can create one yourself. Now what I want to suggest to you guys is, rather than looking for a dream guide, if you haven't encountered one yet, likely your subconscious hasn't created one. So what I suggest to you is to actually create your own. Now you don't have to do this, you can just speak to your subconscious in a dream directly, but there is a particular benefit to creating a dream guide. What if you had a panel of experts, the wisest, most intelligent people, both living and dead, to advise you on any matter at hand? Well, you can actually make this a reality with thought forms, and you can do this with dream guides as well. Basically, you can take any character, living or dead, or make up your own that is an expert in a certain subject, and you can actually ask them for advice on that subject, and weirdly enough they'll actually be able to give you better advice than you'll be able to think of yourself, simply because your subconscious usually does a better job at figuring things out than your conscious mind does. And when interacting with your subconscious, belief plays a huge role in what information you get back, so if you don't believe that you're going to get a good answer, you likely won't. This is why actually having a character based on a particular expert in a subject is likely going to result in you getting better answers, because you expect to get good answers from that person. And you can also make the character really behave like an accurate representation of that person just by learning a lot about that person. So say for example you have a book that you read by one of your favourite authors, and that author is a very intelligent person that you see as a mentor to you. And you read that book and you get lots of wisdom from it. And you also learn a bit about that person and how they think. Well, based on that, you kind of have this idea of how that person would interact. You may find that you could imagine in your head what it would be like to have a conversation with this person, and you can think what that person would reply to you in certain situations. You can actually use this as a strategy to create your own thought forms and dream characters. Basically, all you have to do is imagine the person that you want to be a dream character in your head regularly. Imagine what it would be like to have a conversation with them. So for example, think up a question that you would like to ask that person, and then think up, honestly, what they would likely respond, and imagine them saying that to you. It seems a bit weird at first, but doing this for quite some time will actually result in you having this firm image in your mind of what that person would talk like, and it will get to a point where they take on a mind of their own, and you find that you ask the question, and you instantly get an answer back without having to think about it. It's very interesting how this works, and I will make more videos about thought forms and about this subject because it's very fascinating, and I think it's a very powerful tool that you can use that a lot of people don't even know about. Once you've got to the point that you don't even have to think about their responses, they just come to you naturally because you know this person so well, that's when you can actually encounter them in a dream. Just spawn them in the manner you would normally spawn a dream character, which if you don't know how to do, you should check out my video about dream characters, I'll link to it up there. Basically spawn them and interact with them, and they should interact in the way that they've been programmed to interact based on what you predicted they would interact like in the first place. Now if you want to create your own character, you can just decide how they're going to interact. So imagine asking them a question and then just come up with your own responses based on how you want their personality to be. So if you want them to behave in a particular manner, then get them to act like that when you imagine them. And then when you encounter them in a dream, they're likely to behave like that. So yes, I hope you enjoyed my different perspective on dream guides. Normally these videos about dream guides are all how to find your dream guide. You know, as if you're looking for this character that's some distant character that's coming into your dream to help you. But I have a different perspective on it, and I've shared it with you guys today, and I hope you guys have found it helpful. And try this out, make your own council of experts. I got this idea from Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, so some of you who've read that book may be familiar with it already and may have noticed that it had some similarities to what he said about the concept. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to subscribe up there for more, and also check out my Patreon page for weekly updates on what videos are coming out up there. And thank you guys for watching. Take care.